Yes, we are live. Let's wait a couple of minutes to get started so people can join, can see us. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, Brazil. Good afternoon, Russia. Good evening, somewhere else in the world. So, really excited to get started here. This international employer brand event, Brazil and Russia, together discussing employer branding. And an important topic, right? The challenges to hire and retain IT people for non-IT companies. How hard is that, huh? Daniela is here too. Welcome, Daniela, too. Just give it for like a few seconds and I'll bring everyone together with me here so that we can start our discussion. And thanks everyone for joining. It's gonna be massive. Cool, excited here. Just checking here what's going on. Don't forget to forward the invite or the link to other people. I mean, everybody's important to be here with us today. So yeah, okay, we are live. Okay, I think we're good to go. At least let's get started to try to be fair with those that entered like on the correct time. So I am Kai Infante. I am the co-founder for Employer Branding Brazil. It's the largest employer branding community in Brazil with over 25,000 fans, or we call them employer branding lovers. That's a community that has been on for like 2.5 years. And we throw events like this. We have our own podcasts. We have our own course here in Brazil. So many things, so many contents in Portuguese, in English, in any language, as long as the universal language for us is employer branding. I'm also the vice president for Radence. Radence is one of the largest employer brand agencies in the world. So that's my two side things that I do here in Brazil. So one, I do business. The other one, I hope bringing and sharing contents with the local public. And I want to welcome first Anna.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Привет всем.
Oops.
From Russia. Is it okay with my sound?
Good.
I'm CEO of HR Resource, employer branding agency from Russia, St. Petersburg. And my colleague Alexey and I will share experience and successful cases from different companies in Russia, from different industry. And we are talking about challenges, how to attract and retain IT specialists in non-IT company. We will compare Russian experience and Brazilian experience, and I think it will be interesting for both us.
Great. The good thing is English is not our mother language, so here in Brazil we speak Portuguese, in Russian you speak Russian. So, and it's a global event, so don't mind different accents. The important thing at the end of the day is to get the content, to understand the difference of employer branding and the challenge and solve problems. I'm going to invite also now Daniela. Daniela, welcome. Daniela Tomé, my friend here from Tembici. Welcome.
Hi, Daniela.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm very excited to hear our challenges, what we can do, what we have to do to get it in the market technology. Thank you.
Great. And also on our last guest here, from all the way from Russia, Alexey. Alexey.
Hi guys, hi everyone. Warm welcome from cold Russia. Firstly, I want to thank you for inviting me today. I hope that this discussion will be full of insights for all of participants, as well as our spectators. Thank you for inviting me, and I wish us a lot of new life hacks, tricks for attracting IT specialists for non-IT companies today.
Great, great, great. So I think the way to get started, I mean, first of all, whoever is watching us live here, please feel free to send your questions. Just type on YouTube, send questions. I mean, we have like 4 or 5 main topics to cover here, but again, feel free. These events, in the end of the day, is for you guys that is here with us, right? So I think the very first question for you guys, I'm gonna probably start with Daniela, then Alexei, and probably Anna can help too here, is, okay, I mean, first I want you guys to explain what kind of company you are. We were discussing previously, in the end of the day, every company is somehow technology, right? Or they call themselves tech companies, but what's like your final service or final product, how it's related to technology, and how hard and what are the challenges for you to talk to these specific people when it comes to technology, IT people. Daniela, I'll start with you.
I think we have it's hard to look for people from this area because the market is not graduating people in these areas. So when we find somebody, this person is very specialist, competitive, and we have to have many challenges, a lot of offers. We have to build a big offer, especially when we talk about job offer, money to hire, to attract this kind of person. So I think we have to work in graduations. We have to make connections with institutes to train people, to form people, to hire in this area. I think this is our big challenge, the most challenge that we have to manage to fight day by day.
Great. And just for those that don't know Daniela and Tembici is the largest company in Latam. Yeah, that's okay. Do you want to talk about Tembici or do you want me to talk about it?
You can talk. Okay, Tembici is a startup in micromobility, but we want to enter, we want to be recognized in the market as a technology company that build solutions to increase the mobility in the cities. We want to transform, we want to make a revolution in mobility in the world. We are very excited with this challenge, but our main challenge nowadays is make our position as a technology company that offer solutions in micromobility, Uber micromobility.
Cool. And for those that are not aware who Tembici is, those in Brazil might recognize, especially in São Paulo, like those bikes that you go and rent with your app. Like in São Paulo, mainly Itaú used to do that. They not belong to Itaú, they belong to Tembici. Itaú is just a sponsor. You have that all over the world, the same kind of mobility company. But Daniela and Tembici, they are like the largest company in Latam. So again, solving IT and challenges in non-IT companies. As Daniela said, she wanted to be a technology company, but still, at the end of the day, her final products like renting the bikes, right? Of course, a lot of technology involved. Thank you, Daniela. Alexei, now with you, please.
Yeah, as for me, currently I'm working as senior tech recruiter with a Clever recruiting agency. So currently I'm looking for IT candidates for IT companies. But my previous experience was with, I can say, IT branch for one of the biggest Russian logistic companies And before that, I was working as a tech recruiter with oil and gas company, Gazprom Neft. I don't know if you ever heard about Gazprom. It's one of the biggest gas producing company in the world. So it was a kind of a challenge even for such a big famous company to attract IT candidates. But what I can say as a main challenge. Actually, kind of interesting information I can share with you that for Russian industrial companies, even for 5 years ago or more, they started digital transformation, and I can say it was like in the same time for many different companies in one time on the Russian market. So everyone just started to be crazy and started to talk about digital transformation. We have to make a digital transformation as soon as possible, and we have to be first. And of course, I think you understand that main goal here, of course, to move a company's main products to digital environment as soon as possible to conquer customers' market. And the purpose of digital transformation required not typical or sometimes even global decision that what you asked for. And main approach and main challenge I saw for last few years that non-IT companies, industrial companies, logistic companies, banking sphere in Russia are creating separate IT companies or branches to cover their IT needs. These branches are carrying out the IT infrastructure support, software developing, etc., etc., etc. Usually, these branches are created on base of main companies' IT departments, so it's not total startups. And the main challenge here I see is to make this transformation not only in digital sphere, but in people management, strategy, communication, and employer branding, of course.
I totally agree. Anna, your comments here, please.
We, like as an employer branding agency, to help our clients to transformation their employer brand, especially it's actual for non-IT company, and how company can to highlight their products and their innovative tools, and we trying to found new way and new tools for it. I will tell about it a little bit later, how we use gamification and e-sport. But of course, we can observe different level of development employer branding in Russian company. And now I would like to talking about cases from different spheres that we can compare how we do it here from banking, oil and gas, and retail, because a lot of specialists don't want to work in companies, non-IT companies, and trying to work in IT sphere. And we need to find something interesting to attract and retain them. And for example, I would like to ask about one retail from Russia, X5 Retail Group. It's very famous retail company. They use innovative tool and innovative products, and they highlight it for their employees and potential candidates. And it's not maybe so typical for all retailer, but it's really good example how attract and retain non-IT specialists, IT specialists in non-IT companies. Famous retailer X5 Retail Group introduced such innovation as self-checkout, loyalty terminals, and intelligent trash bins. And X5 Retail Group has an in-house system to automatically analyze the reasons for cash register details, and so they may check out quicker, cut their quests, and save millions. They started in 2018, and now they use in the 1,000 shop they improve it and add new features in their programs. And I would like to tell more about their interest in mobile apps, how they adapt it for their employees. Maybe Alexey will add about it more details.
Yeah, I'll be happy to help. First of all, if to sum up main ideas from Anna, most important here is to proper, I can say, sell of IT challenges for IT candidates. So we can see here that it's really fast-growing business, more than 50,000 shops in all Russia, and it's increasing with the great speed. So it's definitely high-loaded systems, and IT candidates can face with a lot of challenges with the high-loaded products here. And also that actually what X5 Retail Group is doing. They are using main popular IT media platforms in Russia to describe their IT challenges. Because for IT employees, it might be unclear that, okay, it's retail company, not interested in tasks, not interested in technological stack. What can I do there? But it's not true. And this is one of the main challenges for all non-IT companies, and especially as example for X5 Retail Group. They are advertising in this media, IT media. They are telling about their specific IT cases. They are sharing interview with their IT ambassadors to explain their challenges. And what Anna just told about, there's not only external products, which of course is very important for IT specialists, developers, and programmers to make impact into something valuable, to make valuable product for other people. But I also just try to imagine that except of these external IT challenges, X5 Retail Group has their own internal product, which call in Russian Perchatka, which is glove basically in English. And this is internal application for all employees only. So you cannot log in into this application if you're not employee of X5 Retail Group. But if you are, you're lucky because you can see a lot of interesting things in this application, like information about possible education, internal chat, internal rates or something interesting, internal news, etc., etc., etc. And just imagine that this is internal product for 30,000 people. So that's kind of attracting challenge for IT guys, and that's what company is sharing on the global market. So IT guys, even our internal product is for 30,000 customers. So come on and just try yourself to make this cool product. This is one of examples of good internal challenges which may attract IT candidates from the market.
Great. I have while you are talking, I was thinking of something here, and I think one of the main challenges that most companies still don't realize is that not only they need to have like a proper employer brand strategy, unique value proposition and all that. We're going to talk that in a minute, but the IT companies are also doing that. So the challenge is even bigger, right? Because here we're discussing non-IT companies or wanted to be tech companies, want to be seen as tech companies. And again, you need to have your unique proposal, your unique strategy. You need to understand where your candidates are in the end of the day and how to build it from the inside, right? And when you go to like companies like Facebook, Google, Apple, and so on, Oracle, IT companies, they are doing that for like a long time. And the other thing that I want to bring here is that when I talk about employer branding, we need to think as a mid to long term, right? I know everybody's desperate. They have roles to fill, they have SLAs, etc. But again, people won't consider your company at a first glance to work for, because you're not an IT company. So you need to build a story. You need to, to have this long tail conversation. I think that's part of the challenge when you go to to non-IT companies, right? And we can say agro, we can say mobility, we can say banks. I mean, at the end of the day, like Daniela said, I'm part of a startup, but the product she delivers, as I said, it's like mobility, is like the bike, right? That would be like kind of the final product. So I don't think the bike is something as technology. So how can I tell my stories for someone that will interact with the bike? So I want to hear you, Daniela, more or less like how to create as I said, like a strategy to create relationship with specific these IT people. I know it's not hard, it's not easy, but please share part of your experience and challenge here with us.
Yes, it's very difficult. And Caio, we are just in this time in Tembici, we are discussing a lot about it. It's a subject very new, like this for us. I think, say, 1 year ago, we used to talk about a company who built bikes to transform lives around the world. But now we are starting to having this kind of conversation. We are talking about how can we talk with the market? How can we talk with the professionals? That we are a technology company and not a only mobility company. And for us, this is the challenge. Get a higher, the challenge increase. Sorry, the challenge increase because of this. And I have to tell you guys that our project, our employee value proposition, is the project that we are nowadays investing all our energy, because we know we don't think, we know that this will be the point that will transform our conversation with the market. Nowadays we can't manage how professionals see Tembici, how professionals look for Tembici, or how professionals think about our technology, our services, for example. So when we have, for example, interviews with candidates, we ask this kind of question that Caio made me. And we notice that candidates, in the most of the time, don't know what to say. In the most of the time, candidates used to say, "Oh, you are the company that has that kind of bikes, Itaú bikes, the bank bikes." No, we are the company that manage Itaú bikes, bank bikes. And it's very difficult. We talk with candidates, professionals that start the conversation talking about technology. And so we are many steps before this kind of conversation, this kind of approach with the market. We are just in this time. So we have a lot of work in this subject. But so again, our main challenge and our biggest project at this moment is for sure employer value proposition.
Great. So I like when you say we changed the I think to I know. So that's something seems easy, but changes everything, because most of the time companies just, I think this will work for my candidate. I think that's what the market will like. I think that's going to happen. No, you need to know, right? And to know, you need to do research, you need to get data. So that changed everything. I know it's marketing at the end of the day, employer branding and all that, but we're still talking about data. Anna, Alexei, who wants to add for our conversation here, please?
To share very interesting data from research from ECAPC and Haber. It's a famous source about IT sphere here, and it's very interesting case about how to attract and develop IT specialists, and they asked about 5,000 potential candidates from IT and IT specialists what they are looking for, what they are waiting for from companies now, and how create your unique EVP. And what's interesting result? The research came up with 31 most famous criteria. It was professional growth and professional environment, quality of the product and services, technological stack, and how management treat that staff. And only the fifth place is compensation and benefits. And what else? Friendly work environment, ambitious projects, and work opportunity abroad. And of course, innovation and digital brand. It's and I would like to share what company to do here for increase their engagement employees and their professional growth. It can be meetup and conference. They use the educational platforms such as Skillbox and Otos. It's very popular here. For example, now it's popular activities for the implementation of values in a game format. It's popular here too. What else? Some companies use the special programs, for example, as Random Coffee. It's interesting online networking meeting for employees who wants more about colleagues and better to interact with them. It's interesting because you can use this platform to meet your colleague, your partner for external market, and also you can use it for internal market, how I told that interact with your colleagues. And what else? For example, a company use the digital days tool and creating vacancy landings where your team describing your products and tasks. It's really good opportunities because potential candidates can see your team, your leader, and know more about possibilities to grow in this company. What else? Another way of differentiation is to publish of digest, for example, about your digital news and your products. They definitely attract attention. What else? And also company uses special articles. Maybe, I don't know, you tried it or no. Special articles in a job search website and professional community for iTech specialists. They use it for highlight information about digital products and services and information they use in their company. And it's really work here. What else? Maybe Alexei adds something else?
Yeah, I'll be happy. True story. A couple of years ago, during one of the IT conference in Russia, where were many different participants, not only IT companies, but non-IT companies as well, including oil and gas companies, such as Gazprom Neft, for example. This is one of the biggest Russian companies. I think it's close to Brazilian Petrobras. So it was a movie demonstrated during this conference with quite a short survey within students of a last grade in university, which company you used to work. Actually, we have annual surveys for students in Russia as well. And I think since the 2000 until 2015, it was like Gazprom, Gazprom Neft, and other oil and gas companies in the top of this rate as preferable employers for students to be hired, even for IT classes students. But in this video, during this conference, a couple of years ago in 2019, this survey within IT students was demonstrated, and with one question, okay, which company you would like to be hired? And the most popular answer was Google. Number 2 was Facebook, and only one answer was oil and gas company. I don't remember exactly which one. And this movie was demonstrated with the main purpose to show and demonstrate that world is changing, and industrial companies definitely facing with the new challenges to attract IT candidates now, and they have to change, and we can see it. And if we are talking about positive changes and cases related with employer branding here, that we can see that oil and gas companies, for example, Gazprom Neft, as I was tech recruiter with this company, I can give a few examples. Company is trying to change inside. They're trying to accept new technologies. They are working in highly valuable business, and they have enough of sources to make these changes very fast and in a big amount of these changes. And the main challenge for the last few years was to break the ice between their potential candidates from universities, which just stopped to consider them as the most attractive possible employer. What was done? For example, it was a lot of articles and interviews with IT ambassadors from Gazprom Neft company within most popular IT media in Russia, such as Haber, which was mentioned by Anya, VC, it's kind of a hype media now in Russia for IT specialists, etc., where it was explained that now, at least IT sphere of oil and gas companies, it is not about business suits and ties. It is not about strict working hours. It's not about bureaucracy. It is firstly about the huge amount of data which has to be worked with the most modern technologies related with big data, developing, I don't know, Hadoop, etc., etc. It is about new offices. Even in St. Petersburg, where is the headquarters of Gazprom Neft, 2 or 3 years ago was opened a new office, which actually called Agile Office, where you can sit wherever you want with the flexible working hours, with a more casual style of dress code, etc., etc. So these are real cases which such a conservative sector as oil and gas trying to do to change this situation with attracting the best candidates for industry sector.
This is great. I think that the other important thing here, I mean, we talked about this before, Daniela mentioned about like the EVP, like what makes unique, or should I answer the question, why someone should join your company, right? Most people don't know that answer. As Daniela said, look, like people don't recognize our company as a tech company. They can see the bikes, they see the other brands that we manage the bikes, but they don't see our company as a tech company. Daniela said she's in the middle of developing her EVP, but I want to know from Anna and Alexei, I don't know if you have any EVP story any employee value proposition to share, any successful case or example, because I think that's very important to people understand that employer brand is about uniqueness. You cannot only copy and paste, not because one company is doing that successfully. You can just, oh, I like that kind of video, I like that kind of message. I'm going to do pretty much the same for my own company. So do you have any examples there to share with us, please?
I can start, if you don't mind. For example, I can share EVP with my previous employer from logistics sphere. It's a company, IT company, with the main client actually and owner, one of the biggest Russian logistic company. And our evaluation proposal was to, at first, we were considering ourselves, and we are IT company, 600 employees, and more than 400 of us are IT specialists, developers, testers, analysts, etc., etc. Then we are working with unique products related with real economy sector, which is logistics, and we were selling our proposal as a possibility to be in touch with the modern products using modern technological stack to provide not only virtual communication between people, but a real connection, like sending packages or any types of goods via one click, and you can be a part of this IT product which help people to send or deliver faster. Moreover, our company trying to organize the business model in a very interesting way. So we were not only working with our main customer / owner with their needs, but we also diverse our business, and we also provide our services for external market. So we were trying to get external orders related with logistics sphere. And as our company has a great professional team with the department of mathematicians, which is really not everywhere, even in IT companies. PhDs, so doctors in mathematics. We have a department of architects, so it was our advantage on this market. And also, our company has a few product teams which who are making, I can say, independent products related with logistics, and these products are have been demonstrated to the market independently from our company. And that was another part of our EVP. So you can try yourself with internal startup. It was definitely like a startup team with all like agile cycle of work, with the very specific, unique products for the market. For example, one of the products was kind of the Uber for trucks. which named Traffic.online for Russia, and we sell it for employees market as our advantage from our EVP. So you can work with real product which helping real people with their real problems in logistics sphere. So I think briefly, I can, from the top of my mind, I can share this example of EVP.
This is great.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to share. I'm actually sharing on the chat another case which I find it's like people never think about is Disney, right? So everybody knows Disney as a theme park, you know, as Mickey, as Goofy, as any other character. But they do have a specific website to talk with tech people. So if you see there, jobs.disneycareers.com/technology. And the first sentence you see is create the tech behind our magic. So we still have like that kind of magical thing with Disney reminds of us, but we're talking to tech people. And the other thing that I want to bring here, and I encourage you guys to check it out later, is we're not talking about the theme parks itself. We're talking about like satellites, because you know they have the TVs, they broadcast the like sport, and they do all these videos and movies, etc. So there's a lot of technology involved. Even with the park, and the park's not Mickey Mouse. They bring like Star Wars, you know, like which is like the geek, these IT geek people. That's what the kind of character from Disney they're gonna, you know, have more familiarity with. They have different stuff talking about technology. So because when you think, if I ask anybody here, so think of 10 companies of technology, nobody would think of Disney as a place, one that has technology, too, as a place to work for. So again, you need to customize. You need to understand that even if you are Disney, because it's easy because it's Disney. No, it's not. No, it seems easy because we're talking about like this massive company, massive brand, all this magical thing. But most of the times we're going to think as something from our childhood, you know, like for these dreams and for the princess and so on. But behind all that, there's a lot of technology. And they've just launched, I mean, still pretty recent, is a Disney Plus, right? It's their streaming channel. So that's pure technology. And the first day of sales in the United States, they have 10 million subscribers. So, I mean, you cannot fail. You need to have like the best technology, right? Especially because you're Disney. So people expect magical things, the best experience, whatever. When the Disney brand is related to, you expect something better than anything else in the world. So again, you need to think about your company. I mean, again, if Disney needs to do that, why your company? You can just sit there and relax. No, you can't, right? So again, just to tease you guys and to bring some other examples here, and a successful case. I think the other thing that it's important for us to understand is what we call employee experience, right? And if we understand what we better deliver for our IT candidates or any other candidate, but for this panel, we're talking about IT people. So if you understand what are the real experience, the positive experience that we deliver to our employees, that will better guide us what we can actually offer or we can actually promise as a brand, right? So, and I want to hear from you guys, what kind of employee experience, what have you heard? I mean, what kind of research have you done, like internal, what kind of polls, survey, you name it. But the main important thing here is, what are you listening from your employees? Anna, do you want to talk? Do you want to get started here?
Yes, I would like to share interesting information about how, for example, banking sphere, one of the most not popular sphere here, how they attract IT talents and how they retain there. It's a more important part for employee experience, of course. For example, I will share interesting case from Alpha Bank. Alpha Bank, which developing as a digital bank here, because it's a very important part their EVP, and they organize Alpha Battle. Alpha Battle is the first online championship in Russia for the best Java developers and a stream conference. If we are talking about new digital form and platform, it was a stream conference, coding of the future, which was held during the final of the championship in real time. The project lasts from April to June 2020, and Alpha Battle brought together 1,500 participants from 50 cities across the country, and about 200 participants in final. Alpha Bank has the main goals. The first, reputational, reinforce the perception of the employer brand of the company, because it's really problem that IT company think that banking sphere is the most not popular for them, and they think that employee experience in bank is horrible, it's very bureaucratic and something like this, and they were surprised that bank can organize so interesting battle, and they attract a lot of new potential candidates for it, of course, and also they retain their current employees, because it was a biggest advertising campaign here. They post information on social media and different resources, and it was really good opportunities for talent pool, for talent pool here, and also other banks trying to use the digital transformation, and now other bank as Открытие from March announced the start of an open programming tournament. It's really tool for Java, JavaScript, and other languages. Its tournament participant can solve problem in online format. I think such tools really help the company to attract and retain their employees.
For sure. Daniela, what do you say about employee experience with IT people?
So I think we have the same challenges. And we are, at this time, we are reviewing our journey with our professionals, with people that we want to have in our company. So first of all, make us this question. So what kind of people we want to have in our company? So we are starting from this question to review all our onboarding, for example. And we are making, the first thing that we did was make a partnership with our marketing growth area to review all our speech, our position, and social medias, and our approach. We are reviewing now how can we transform people from talent acquisition, for example, to talk about more digital transformation and culture transformation, for example. So again, we are just building our ways to do what we want, because again, first of all, we have to know what we want. We have to know where are the people that we want to build our strategy. And EVP have to stay for us like a screenshot, for example. It's our dashboard to do everything, to make this decisions and our employee experience, customer experience. I think that is another area, another area and subject that we have to put our attention. Sometimes we forget it, and but we know that this is our main challenge, and are at just this time reviewing everything, and we have to listen to people. A few days ago, we finished on research questions, power questions, to make a research with the professionals, with public that we want to achieve and to hire in the future. So we are very exciting again with the project, with this strategy that have EB, EVE, and EVP like our main strategy, our main project today in our company.
Awesome. Alexey?
Yeah, I'll be happy to share as well. First of all, I want to tell that I agree with Daniel, and actually I heard very great, such a great definition like employee's journey. And I heard it a lot actually, that employee experience, also called as employee journey. So it should be kind of adventure for employee during his employee's life cycle in the company. But don't forget that for every company, it's important to make this journey or adventure profitable for the business. So it's not just for fun, it's for money at first. So it should be kind of a balance. And what can I say from my experience, that, for example, at our previous place, we were using a lot of tools. First of all, to measure employees' satisfaction and involvement to working process. But here it might be kind of a problem that, as you know, for IT specialists, they are not like a lot of surveys or big surveys or something like this. So you have to find the balance, yeah, and you have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your own princess. Here, the same principle, yeah. You have to find your own approach. So for us, it was two main surveys annually. A survey about the employees' satisfaction, around 25 questions related with the business area, communication, teamwork, management, and the parts for possible risk problems, maybe with like office life or something like this. And the second main survey was about employees' involvement. We took Gallup methodology with the 12 questions, which I think is very good methodology to understand the impact of your teams into the business. And what else here is important? We made such kind of thing like annual challenge. For example, for one of previous years, this kind of challenge was a real-time feedback. Because surprisingly, we found that our employees are not satisfied with the time of feedback from their management. Vice versa, our management sometimes or even often not really understand why they have to give this feedback immediately or even ever. If I don't know, it's kind of Russian culture maybe, but if employee doing his work well, there is no necessary to give him good feedback. I don't know why, but it's kind of part of our culture. So it was our challenge to implement this real-time feedback in our employee experience, and we measure it like in the start of the year and in the end of the year, and we saw highly increase of satisfaction of employees of their employee experience after implementing of this tool, I can say. Also, we are trying to add elements of gamification into our educational process. Because as you know, for example, in 2020, a lot of offline exhibitions, courses, trainings have been cancelled. And during this year, we started our educational portal with the gamification elements, with the internal money. For example, any employee can suggest to arrange a training if, for example, he's experienced or skilled in any topic, like, I don't know, Atlassian products or Java main course or something else. And then he can provide this training, get bonuses, virtual bonuses, and then exchange it for company's merchandise, which is also was quite interesting and popular as a part of employee experience. So I think there are like a few main things I can share as examples of increasing level of satisfaction of employee experience.
This is great. Guys, we're nearly there, nearly 1 hour. Time passed like bang, like that. I'm gonna start wrapping up here. So first of all, thank everybody that has watched us live. Those that are gonna watch us later, please feel free to reach any of us. We have our LinkedIn's, our contacts are all there. You can see from our names. And I think one last tip for each one of us to sum up here. And thank you again, you three guys, to be here with Employer Branding Brazil. We talk about attraction, we talk about retention, experience, but there's another question that companies should, I think they're afraid to go after the answer, which is why people leave, right? So there's a lot of information, a lot of data that why people leave your company, right? Who we're losing talent from, right? What have you not actually delivered to these people? Was it challenge? Was it poor leadership? Was it bad communication? I don't know. But you have that data, and you should, again, there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience in why people left your company as well. So don't be afraid to search and to have this interview when people leave your company, because again, you have more information than you think inside your company, right? So that's my final words here. Anna, I'm gonna pass that to you. And again, thanks for being here.
I will add information about eSport as an innovative tool for retain IT specialists, for example, because millennials need to be reached a really different way, and eSport is a new marketing platform, new marketing method. It's effectively reach a more young and tech audience. And eSport is a new opportunity to attract millennials and increase their engagement. And now more and more companies here trying to use it in their employee experience for attracting IT talents and retain there. We held a very interesting, unique online conference with my colleagues several months ago about this topic. And I can give one example about esports tournament, how company use it in their developing and in their employee experience. I think maybe you know this company, it's Avon company. It's a very popular company too. They organize esport tournament. There was 50 teams from Russia and Kazakhstan. The total of 600 players, half of them young ladies. It's very interesting. It's unique topic here because there were two esport discipline as Dota 2 and CSGO for students, and the goal was to reposition Avon as a modern digital company, also tell the audience about Avon values, mission, and reinforce Avon among the young and especially women. So more opportunities for online development, and Avon showed that eSport is open to everyone, and to support women vision to progress in this area, in this innovative area. And as a result, they have a very strong campaign. For almost 4 million people were informed about this tournament. It's really a good result. And this is in social network audience. And there was prizes, of course, for online audience. And so Avon definitely increase their brand awareness in this way. I think it's really esport and gamification open new opportunities to attract talent and use it in employee experience.
This is great. Yes, you see, new ways to attract and to engage with talents and create brand awareness and everything that is employer brand is all about. Daniela, last word, and thanks again for being with us.
Sorry, Caio, cut for me, please repeat.
No, I just said thank you and last words because, time is up. Just final words for everybody that's watching us.
Sorry, cut a lot of. So thank you too. Thank you for the conversation, and I hope we can have another opportunity like this. And good luck for everyone.
Alexei, thanks again.
Yes,
and last word, please.
Thank you very much, guys. It was a lot of interesting information. Daniela, I will definitely want to check his bicycle business to learn more. So you sell me your EVP. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for joining us today. It's really a good opportunity to share experience. Caio, Daniela, it's a fantastic experience. Thanks.
Yeah, that was great. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your days or nights, and we'll be in touch soon.
Okay,
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.